Everybody remember 2007, 2008? Yes. 2008, the financial crisis. Everything was transforming. Our business, our industry was transforming. My wife, we had our second child, and she wanted to open up her own business. My job was at stake. Even though I had all the success in my life, there was so much uncertainty at work. I'd go into my corporate office in New York City, I'd swipe my corporate ID, and I would hope the green light would turn on. Because there were so many job cuts, there was so much change and transformation. There was a new CEO, and there was some massive change. Every week, we had a new memo about new organizational change. And what that did for me was create a lot of anxiety and self-doubt. Here I was, this guy who was really successful, worked really hard, but I was having trouble sleeping at night. And then, as I was slipping down this spiral of anxiety and self-doubt, I got a phone call out of the blue from a friend. And his name is Ben, and he said, Bob, I'm going to India. Why don't you come with me and show me around? I said, what do you want? I'm not your tour guide. What do you want me to do? You know, I left there a long time ago. He said, no, I need somebody to come with me to show me around. I said, okay. So we go to India, and I'm showing him around, and we go for meetings, and we meet important people. And after a week, we're heading back. And before we're leaving, he says, Bob, I don't get it. How does this country work? It's so confusing. There's so much traffic on the roads, to meetings. It's really chaotic. You know? And I smiled and I said, well, Ben, have you ever been to an Indian wedding? Who's been to an Indian wedding here? Yeah, some people. You know, he said, why? What do you mean? I said, well, it's very instructive, as you know. I said, because there's 800 or 1,000 people, right? You show up on time and no one's there because it's running 2 hours late. Right? There's flowers are not neatly arranged on a table, but they're all over the floor. There's a horse and an elephant, and you can't be sure, but it's not for the kids. Somebody's drinking scotch out of the back of a car here. Somebody's praying, somebody's laughing. It's crazy. But guess what? 2 days or 3, 4 days later, 2 people get married. Everything works out in the end, right? If you focus so much in the order in things, on what's coming next, you're going to miss the best time of your life. You have to embrace the chaos, I said to him. And he said, oh, that's very good. And I thought about it on my flight back to New York in my home. And I said, you know, that's what I have to start doing in my own life, is I have to go with the flow. I have to embrace the chaos. So I got busy learning. I set bold goals for myself at work. And I got people around me to help me. I went to seminars and conferences. And I relearned how to embrace the chaos. As a result, I reduced my stress. I actually grew my career. I achieved massive goals. I got a promotion. And then I started sharing some of these ideas on a blog that I started called Embrace the Chaos. And I got this following, and then it turned into a book. But here's the key lesson that I learned out of all that experience, is that in order for us to grow, we have to change. We have to change. We cannot avoid the chaos, the disruption, and the change. We must embrace it because it makes us better. And we can learn from it and grow from it.